It's time for an upgrade. What's up, everybody? I am about to embark on a little bit of a gear journey. One that I've seen several videos on, but I am going to be adding a copper shield to the inside of my electric guitar. I've seen several videos of this upgrade being done to electric guitars, but for me, I wanted to have at it myself and try to give as clear as a before and after effect, and hopefully as informational as possible with this film about what I'm going to do to this guitar. And honestly, I don't even know if I have enough of the product that I need to use, but but hopefully in due process I will be able to give a good before and after of everything. Also, this is the first time you're seeing my microphone in the shot. In the past, I wasn't really a big fan of having a microphone in front of me, but I've actually had this for a couple of years now, and I figured why not? Probably, you know, make things a little better with these videos, right? This guitar that you're about to see has been recorded to make the first set of releases I've already made for Blue Alternative. Please like and subscribe to not only this channel, but my artist channel, Blue Alternative. I just released my third single, Phone Call Away. Please give it a listen. Please share the love. Other than that, this is my current baby right now for electric guitars. I had a PRS. So a little bit of a sad story. I had a pretty nice looking PRS SE, and I used that to record the song Menace. I'm actually a huge fan of PRSs, and the story of this guitar is that my dad gave it to me, so at the time I had two electrics, and then later, the Taylor you just saw me playing, I traded with my father. Eventually, my dad just out of the blue gave me this for free, brand new too. I was really blessed to have this, but my PRS, I was saying earlier that I traded for a Taylor guitar that he had, my dad. It was a even swap trade. I was really happy to have that because I never had a Taylor before, and at the time I was really happy to get a Taylor, and I no longer have the PRS. I love PRSs. I'm like a huge sucker for PRSs. When I first started doing recording, I used to record with an Ibanez Geo. Now I got a Telecaster Thinline. I used to have a modern player, and I'm actually really happy with it. It's become quite the project guitar, including for this video. I am going to put the microphone in front of this little tiny cheap practice amp, which I got as a gift, but I don't perform with it. Like I do for like really small things, but not for like an actual show. But it's been treating me well. I think what got me on the track of this is that, you know, there's always that thing for all electric guitarists to like deal with humming and noises in the background that they don't want to deal with on live performances and stuff. And I remember like ruling out a lot of the possibilities. Is it my pedal board? Is it the way I'm wiring things? Is it my cheap amp? Which honestly, this is not it's not really that great of an amp. Like it does whatever, but definitely not a clean like amp, if you get what I mean. And so what I'm trying to do is kind of scratching an itch for solving any hum that could ever happen to my electric guitar. So that's why I'm doing the copper shielding. I think it's really gonna be fun. At least I hope so. I think this might serve me well. Like even if this, to be honest, like even if this never changed anything, I'll be really surprised if it didn't. But I think it'd just be worth it, especially for this video. For everyone building this guitar, I would highly recommend having a pair of scissors, a screwdriver, definitely a guitar tuner little wrench. I had like 2 screwdrivers. This is a 3/8 socket, like a deep socket. I would recommend doing that as well, getting a hold of that. A good box cutting blade, and of course the tape. So this is all I would recommend to put this together. And a towel that I was using earlier. The one part no one likes about this at all. Taking off the guitar strings. I'm gonna have to be really sparingly on this copper tape. So this tape is called copper foil tape, and I bought it off of Amazon, and I'll show you what exact brand I bought. By many people, I'm told, like copper foil tape in general is a good product to put on, keep all your sound inside of the guitar instead of catching anything else. So really excited. Honestly, it may be enough, but I won't know until it happens. I'm also a big fan of these suction cup pick holders. I think they're very convenient. I usually keep them just behind my bridge, and they work phenomenally. Sure, I've had ones that fallen off, but if you just got the right one, the likelihood of it being, you know, gonna fall off is pretty low, at least in my experience. And I also like the ones that are like kind of butterfly. They stick between the strings up towards the head stock. It can hold like 2 guitar picks, and those are nice. I especially like doing that for my bass guitar. But I love these. I really love these. Let's get this open. So that everyone knows, I only did the body so far, and as you can see, it's a very tedious process. I even made sure to like quadruple check around the corners. Sometimes you see like little shadows or reflections of cracks, but they're not actually cracks. I went through every spot. I covered up the hole that makes for the connection of the 1/4 inch jack, like where this thing goes. I covered it up completely, so that way once I pierce it, this will go right through it and everything will be a ground connection. Like everything inside the body that I can tell, it should all work. And of course I made like a little slit for this little black wire. I guess this must be like another ground for back here for this thing. All right, so now I gotta do the back. Prayerfully, this is gonna be a lot faster. And thankfully too, I don't have to go all the way to the edges of the hole. I just have to make sure that I get close enough to the connections and it'll all make contact. I'm gonna rely quite a bit of this to do its job because it's supposed to do the thing that this is doing. Let's hope this doesn't really ruin anything, and I'll try to make sure everything is touching. Ta-da! Man, this took a while. This is a very NASA looking project if you ask me. I am actually pretty proud of myself. I'm just gonna put the hardware back together and we're gonna wrap this up as fast as we can. Wow, that took a while. My guitar is retuned. I'm about to do the test. But all in all, I was gonna say real quick, I thought there was like one spot. Yeah, I just see one little spot like right from here to here where it has a tiny bit of a bulge. It's not exactly horrible. I'm sure I can fix it. I don't know if that was there before. By the way, this stuff was pretty impressive. It came together very well. So now we're gonna do the test. That is impressive. Immediately, I do not hear anything. Oh, let me try this again. I made a rookie mistake. I should have tested this while the guts were still open. Man, at first I was gonna be like, man, this is awesome. Turns out there's no signal coming from the guitar. I don't know what's touching what. We're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, this is not good. I don't know what's going on. I think somehow there's like a ground effect happening. I don't know. And I'm trusting I didn't break any wires, because there was a point where I was shoving this thing together and I was like, okay, why is there like this hump in the middle of my pick cover? It's because there was a wire being shoved around. So I'm gonna have to take this apart off camera and put it back together. I made a modification to the 1/4 inch jack hookup of the guitar. I had to take it apart, and thankfully it was one of the first problems I figured it would be. The signal that goes to the pickups from that cable, the wire was exposed and touching the copper. So note to self, insulate that connection and make sure it doesn't touch the copper, otherwise it will ground itself out and it won't make the connection. Since I'm not an expert in these things, that's the only way I can explain it, but that was how I solved it. I wrapped it in electrical tape, pretty good, it works. I was able to test while the guitar was taken apart. Usually the best way to test before you put the guitar back together is to touch the pickups with like a piece of metal especially, and you'll easily hear that it's picking up a signal. So that's what I did, and I tested it, put it back together, retuned it. We're ready to test for the ultimate test. So this is it, this is the real deal. We're gonna do a very specific test. What I like to say control test. Everything is at a halfway mark for the volume, the bass, and the treble. My guitar itself has volume all the way up and tone all the way up. The amp is picking up like radio. That's kind of what I expected from this, is that not only is it picking up whatever's around it, amps are usually known to pick up, and guitars, signals, but I'm hoping that the copper shielding will also get rid of that feature when it comes to amps. this test is not to blast distortion guitar. It's just mainly to focus on clean guitar and all my connections being clean up to the amp. Seems really quiet. I'll have to see the before and after.
You are a skilled...
I mean, for one, this is a cheap amp, but I don't think I'm hearing anything like obvious. I mean, I'm probably being super biased right now and having some sort of euphoric experience. I can't easily tell, at least immediately, but that does sound pretty good. I mean, from what I can see. Yeah, I think me personally, it was worth like knowing more about my guitar. I just think it's at least a cool idea. And I know in some way, like I've seen it with other videos, it's very real that you can minimize and or take away complete background noises by shielding your guitar. Honestly, I'm really hoping that I did it the right way and I did it at least almost perfect, because I was pretty serious when I put this all together. I thought it was pretty fun. And you know, thankfully, what I saw right here, like this little uphill crease from the pick guard, from what I saw when I took it off again, it wasn't the copper tape. Rest assured that, yeah, there'll be a tiny bit of space that would lift your pick guard off the body, but really, I don't think you have anything to worry about. That's just my opinion. My guitar looks fine. I was able to get everything covered the best I knew how. So, but on a personal note, as a musician, you kind of wonder what's next, how to get better, whether it be learning how to play guitar, learning how to mix, master, all that fun stuff. I wouldn't dare to say that this is the channel for the kind of people that are hoping to, you know, get a course from, like, oh, this is what you do to get better sounds. I'm just not in that stage right now, if that's ever gonna be that way. I think that my channel is serving the purpose of explaining who I am, because I've been meaning to put myself out there for quite some time, honestly. And obviously I'm such a small YouTube channel, much less my artist YouTube channel, that I'm just trying to take this one step at a time and figure out what, you know, once again, what's the next thing for me and my wife, because even for her, I'm helping her with her videos, her ideas. So there's just a lot that's happening, but to say the least, this is my personal world of music. I have a lot of goals that I can't wait to meet. And, you know, I got the rest of my life at this point to fulfill them, so I'm happy about that. I just hope that all of you have enough patience to even get this far in these videos, because it's been a journey. It's been quite a life's journey, and that's at minimum what my personal channel has turned into, a journey about my life, and that, you know, it revolves around music. I have ideas where I want to bring in friends. I want to even collaborate with friends as musicians, as worshipers as well. I'm just really excited. I got a lot going on. I received a lot just this year alone, so I'm just really grateful, and I hope that it's all worth it to anyone watching. And one day I want to be known for something good, I guess. Like any musician and any YouTuber, I want to be good at something. I've just been in the dark about a lot of things. And it's about time that I am able to bring all this to life. And there's definitely a lot more I would love to share, but like I said, one thing at a time. And I know this may seem a bit personal right now, but I am once again very grateful that I've gotten this far. And I'm pretty grateful about my life. So thank you for all who are watching. I hope you tune in for more, and thank you for giving me your attention. And I hope to see you soon. I love you. Thank you. Bye. Without further ado, here we are. Oh yeah.
It was made for the screen.
Sup, boys? And it's a chewy. Oh my god. It's the little chewy. Yeah, Jimmy's mom. Yeah, Chewy's mom. Chewy's mom. What's up, guys? Unoriginal high school jokes. Yeah, Jimmy's mom. When I look straight at it, is it like blinding me on the camera?